guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't already know me, my name is Brittany. If you're new here, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, consider subscribing because it'd be really cool and it'd help me out a lot. Don't be afraid to hit that little notification bell to get notified every single time that I post, because it is very rarely, I promise, I will not annoy you. You'll probably get a notification maybe once every 2 weeks, if even, because a lot of the time YouTube won't even notify you because they hate me. So, that said, this video will probably be demonetized, so again, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. Most of these videos that I do to help you guys out get demonetized, so I make nothing from them. Now, short and sweet version of CERTO. You're going to need at least the gallon to 2 gallons of water. You're going to need the liquid CERTO Sure Gel, which you can find in the Jello aisle at Walmart, Kroger, Harvey's, Winn-Dixie, most any superstore, most any grocery store that has a Jello aisle. Do not get the powdered version because I cannot speak on that. I don't know whether or not the powdered version works the same because I have not used it. The liquid CERTO Sure Gel I have used countless times. I've used it for pretrials, probation, rehab, etc. Again, the CERTO method is only intended for times when you will be observed while giving your urine sample. That will only be for pretrials, probation, and rehab. No employer is going to be, nor are they allowed to be, watching you get undressed and pee into a cup. I hate to break it to you. Unless you're working for the FBI, it's not going to happen. So if you want to know how to pass a drug test for an employment drug test, click the link in the description below and you will get that. This video is for my people that will be observed for their drug tests only. Now that that's out of the way, you'll need at least a gallon to 2 gallons of water. You'll need the liquid CERTO Sure Gel. Again, all of that you can get at Walmart, any places like that. You will also need, or at least ideally, you will want to have one of those Dollar Tree drug tests. So especially if you're going to be doing this to get marijuana out of your system, they have like literally $1, $2 drug tests that only test for THC. You can pick it up at the dollar store. Again, $1 to $2 each. Or you can also buy the full panel drug tests on Amazon. They're also very cheap. I believe I got a bulk pack of like 20 of those tests for about $10 on Amazon, and that is a full panel drug test. So you can test yourself at home to be safe, to make sure that this method is working properly for you before you go in to take your real test. So you're not just going in blind. You have that assurance beforehand. Now let's get into it. So you're going to want to drink at least a gallon of water. Closer to 2 gallons if you can stomach it. Do not make yourself throw up. Do not make yourself sick. Know your limits. Remember everybody's weight, size, height, all of that, your tolerance, how much you smoke, all of that does come into play. Now I am a very heavy smoker. I use this mostly for marijuana. I have used other substances in the past and I can confirm that this method does work for more than just THC. As far as I know, it works to clear out your system of everything, because the way that it works is it literally dilutes your urine down to quite literally almost nothing but water. To know that this method is working, you should be pissing water. It should look like you're pissing water. So the real thing that's making you pass is really drinking a whole gallon, 2 gallons of water. The CERTO is it just helps. The only other thing you'll need is probably something that'll make it easier to ingest the CERTO mixture. So I prefer to use cranberry juice, mostly because it's good for your urinary tract, but also the bitter taste of the cranberry juice helps with the bitter taste of the CERTO. Trust me, it does not taste good if you're not familiar with it. You can use Gatorade, which is also seems to be a quite popular favorite with mixing with CERTO. The Gatorade, cranberry juice, whatever you choose to mix the CERTO with, does absolutely nothing for you. That is just whatever will make it easiest for you to stomach it. Mix it with some fucking sweet iced tea if you want to. Whatever will help you down it, that's what you're gonna mix it with. So whenever you go to Walmart, typically the Sure Gel liquid comes in a box about this big, and it'll have 2 packets of CERTO Sure Gel. Now I like to mix the whole 2 packets into, say, a bottle about this big of Gatorade, or my preference is cranberry juice. Now I like to drink that mixture about an hour before my test. Now there's been a lot of debate as to how long this will keep you clean, but let me state right off the bat, this is not going to flush your system. There is no way to get drugs out of your system and have them stay permanently. I'm sorry, but that's just not a thing. You cannot drink this and expect to be clean from here on out. There's nothing that will do that for you. I hate to break it to you. So the main thing that's going to be getting you to pass is just the water, because again, what you're doing is literally just diluting your urine down to the point where you're peeing nothing but basically water. Now the issue with this is then you can fail for a diluted test. They will send you back and have you come back and retest, or even straight up fail you for a diluted test, assuming that you were tampering with your test. And that will be because it'll be quite obvious when you're peeing literal water. Now, a lot of people say, oh, just use the excuse that you work out a lot and that you hydrate often. they're not completely stupid. They've seen this time and time again. This is not a new method. This has been around for years and years. I've been using this method since I was 12 years old. So in order to get the yellow coloring back into your urine, there are multiple different theories as to what works best. I personally have had the best results from using niacin and B complex as well as vitamin B12. All of these you can also get at grocery stores, especially Walmart. Really, super centers, supermarts are going to be the best bet because they will have literally everything that you will need in this video. They will have the gallon or more of water, they will have the cranberry juice or Gatorade, they will have the CERTO, and they will have the vitamins that you will need to add the yellow coloring back into your urine. And some people swear by using energy drinks, such as like 5-hour energy shots, Red Bull, which makes sense because if you look at the ingredients, there's a lot of creatinine, there's the vitamin B12, B complex, B6, there's niacin, all of that in those. So that's essentially what's going to be making you have the yellow color back into your urine. It's a lot safer though to just buy the vitamins and take them rather than fill yourself up on a whole bunch of 5-hour energies, obviously, and give yourself a heart attack as you're trying to piss into a cup. In essence, you want to pretty much just drink this whole gallon of water no more than an hour before your test. Because you don't know how long you're going to be in that waiting room. Sometimes they like to make you wait. Sometimes, someone's giving them problems in the back if you're doing this for probation or pretrials. You never know what's going to happen. So I would take this whole mixture about an hour before your test. No later than. Even 30 minutes before your test. As long as you are drinking all this water and keep drinking that water, do not stop drinking the water until you are peeing crystal clear. And the CERTO mixture, you can take the CERTO mixture so your CERTO mixed with, say, the cranberry juice, for example, along with that gallon or more of water. However, I say or more because for some people, 1 whole gallon of water is not going to be enough for them to, especially for bigger people, it's not going to be enough for them to completely flush everything out and make them pee clear. It's honestly pretty much all there is to it. You literally just drink the mixture, you drink the gallon or more of water, again, no more than an hour before your test, and then you'll take the vitamins after you've taken all the water. Once you see that your urine is clear, which if you're drinking all of this, again, no more than half an hour to an hour before your scheduled test, you should have plenty of time by then to start noticing that your pee is clear. And that's when you can take the vitamins. Now the vitamins are what's going to be adding the yellow coloring back into your urine. Again, niacin, B complex, B12, those are going to be the best vitamins to add yellow coloring back into your urine. And then this is when you're going to want to start testing yourself at home with those cheap drug tests that we were talking about. Again, THC ones you can pick up for like $1, $2 a pop at the dollar store, mainly the Dollar Tree, of course. And then even full panel drug tests, if you're trying to use this for other substances besides marijuana, there are plenty of full panel drug tests you can pick up on Amazon online for dirt cheap. I can link those in the description below. That's not sponsored. None of this is sponsored. Nobody's gonna sponsor a drug-related video. This is YouTube. Come on now. So again, any links that are below, I get nothing from any of this. I'm just trying to help people because I've been there. So if you want more details on the CERTO method, click the link in the description below. I have a full CERTO video. This video is for my people with the attention spans of a squirrel, because I have a lot of people in my comment sections of the last video saying, video's too long, get to the point, blah, blah, blah. And then if I do that, I'm going to have people saying, okay, but what about this specific? What about this specific? What about... So here I am making a video for each. The people with the attention span of a squirrel and the people that like the full details all laid out in front of them. You got both choices to pick from. So I'm trying to make everybody happy here. I hope that I'm succeeding. That's pretty much all for today's YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and consider subscribing, because again, it would help me out quite a lot. And again, don't be afraid to hit that little notification bell, because I post maybe every 2 to 4 weeks at most. And even then, YouTube really does not like me. They do not like the kind of content that I post, so they're probably not going to send you a notification anyway. But it would be really cool if you did it, because then, the algorithm's always working against me, alright? Yeah, I hope you guys have a amazing rest of your week, weekend, day, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are right now. And remember guys, if you can't be good, bitch, you better be good at it.